welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Madden football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Denver Broncos and the Atlanta Falcons, and it's all up next.
After hundreds of battles throughout the season, we finally determine a champion tonight, as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings you the biggest game of them all, the Super Bowl. Tonight, the Lombardi Trophy's in the building, and we've got a fight to see who's gonna raise it. Between the Denver Broncos and the Atlanta Falcons. Welcome to another entertaining matchup, folks. Kate Scott, Brock Heward on the call in this one. And Brock, got a couple of running backs down on the field who can really take over their offenses when they get in the groove.
And I think that's going to be the ultimate goal of both of these offenses, right? I mean, there's just no confusion about it. They want to get their bell cow in that groove and get them going. Find that rhythm where they're ripping off chunk yardage, run after run, and then just keep on feeding that beast. In a game like this, whichever offense can get that rhythm and run game going first is likely going to be your winner.
Here comes their offense to begin this series, and leading them to the field, as always, is the QB.
Well over a decade has started in this league, and Kirk Cousins put up some prolific numbers. The thing that's eluded him, despite all the stats, are those playoff opportunities and those marquee postseason victories. I think Kirk, his family, and everybody rooting for him hopes the final chapters of his career will contain some of those.
And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Right side, got a man, complete. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
1st and 10, around to Robinson. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Falcons will have a first.
Hey, even though that was an excellent run, I got to talk about the receivers here, Kate, because 9 times out of 10, you see a run like that in this league, 10 plus, you know those guys on the outside are doing their job, shining as blockers, keeping those defenders away from the back.
And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. They're now set for 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. Here's the throw on the out route, complete. And he'll go down here at the 16.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
No gain on 2nd down, and they need 2 here on 3rd. Working from the gun, it's Cousins. Complete beyond the marker. And they will score. It's an Atlanta touchdown! The Falcons finish up an excellent opening series. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Marvin Mims now to return it. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. So we'll see the Broncos offense now for the first time. They'll be led out by the former first-rounder out of both Oregon and Auburn. It's Bo Nix.
Bo Nix entered this league as a grown-up. 61 college starts will do that for you. A ton of college experience. And Bo Nix is a facilitator. When he is at his best, that ball is in and out of his hands in an absolute hurry. If he were a point guard on a basketball team, he'd want to go up and down the court and get it out of his hands as quickly as he can. He's accurate, he's tough, he's experienced, and he's poised for this challenge of the NFL.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 34. Escapes the pocket. Gets out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield, get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities.
Ooh, on him quick there, and they bring him to the turf. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
It's exactly how you draw it up defensively. A 3 and out and a sack on top of it. Create that negative play. Create a little doubt in that quarterback's mind. And offensively, well, that's the worst way to start it. No rhythm, no tempo, and now you give the ball right back to the opponent.
Broncos looking at a punt on 4th down, and Riley Dixon on to handle that. Kick is away, and this one might bring rain. Wow, what a kick. And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. Absolutely crushed that kick, a full 70-yard punt. And the Falcons will take over. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And a defender's on it. This is a touchdown! The Broncos finish off their opening drive. As soon as that football hit the ground, Brock, we were just waiting to see, would it be 2, would it be 6? Who's going to get on it? It all came down to who jumped on it first.
Yeah, and in that mad race to the football, Kate, it was 6 points at 1 out. They were alert. As soon as they hit it and forced that ball out, quick to get on it before anybody on offense could try to salvage things and limit that significant damage.
That one splits the uprights, and we're all tied up. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Here's Avery Williams on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Cousins. Got a man, it's Drake London. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. 1st and 10, here's Cousins. And oh, someone stepped in, it's intercepted. That's P.J. Locke. And the Broncos will be down inside the opposing 35 as they take over after that interception.
You know, Kate, so often they say that defense is just reactionary. They're just reacting to what the offense is doing. But I'll tell you what, when you got a defensive call like that, the right personnel, nickel coverage, the right defensive plan, it plays such a huge role in helping take the ball away.
Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. It's taken in by Williams. And he's brought down for a loss. All right, here we go, 2nd down. They just get the play on. Oh, nearly reeled that in. As close as you can get, but just an exciting incompletion. Welcome back. The team is set, so let's get back to it. Second quarter of Super Bowl 59 from New Orleans. They've got third down well inside field goal range. It's inside the 10, and he'll score. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Fielded at the 7. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden ratings hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN-1, and make your case for who should get a boost. They gain 14 on the play, and the Falcons will have a first. Blitz coming here, Cousins. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Here's Robinson up the middle. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. To the air, Cousins. Got a man, Robinson has it. And that will not be enough for a first down.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first. Cousins out of the pistol here. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
We'll get this complete to Pitts. And they will score. It's an Atlanta touchdown! The Falcons can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he can rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
That one right down the middle. And we're all knotted up. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. His return starts at the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. So here comes the Bronco offense. And now after months and months of work, Brock, this is where they have to play their best football and stay disciplined in the moment.
I love the way you set that up. I like to call it the voice of poise, right? In your own head. Don't make this moment bigger than it is. It is huge for all of us watching it and a part of it. Got to stay calm. You got to execute. And you got to put your team in the best position to go clinch that Lombardi.
He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
It's tipped away and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down. Riley Dixon on the punt. Absolutely crushed his first punt, and here's another huge one. Begins his return at the 16. And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. That's going to be a highlight there, a 68-yard punt. And they're going to take over possession. Running left is Robinson. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't find Kyle Pitts on that throw. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, Cousins. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So that brings up 4th and long.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Pat Surtain has it. And the Broncos take over after returning it inside the red zone. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance, and an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
And he's tackled after gaining a handful. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Shotgun snap to Nix. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. And the Falcons come up big with an end zone interception and a nice return, too, out to their own 20.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, well, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
And he overshoots his man. It's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Cousins again. We'll start with it in the 4th after an interception to end the quarter. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Nix looking to throw. And that's incomplete. 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Nix from the gun. He's on the move. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that 1st down. We're halfway to crowning a champion here in the Super Bowl. Now we'll send you east to our studios in Orlando. That's where Jonathan Coachman is waiting to bring you the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. And what a season this has been, and it is nearing a conclusion. You guys enjoy the show out there. We'll get it back out to you, too, in just a moment. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out
to kick
be
it
the
away.
difference.
Here's Pinion. Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Broncos with their offense headed out for our first possession of the half. And they could take control of the second half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. Finding Reynolds. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Second half starts with a run by Williams. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs, against the better defenses in this league.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Here comes the Broncos punting unit. Riley Dixon, the one to kick it away. He's been hitting it well so far. This is another big one. He has it at the 13. And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. Call that a 64-yard punt officially. And it's going to be their football coming up. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Robinson on the inside give. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
That one's complete, right side. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Looking to throw. That's cut beyond the marker. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. What a call. They wind up with 12 on 4th down and pull off the conversion.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure of the drive's right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
Oh, he got way too much under that one. Too high, that's incomplete.
I think it's fair to say, in the eye in the sky doesn't lie, without that ball being tipped, we're looking at the big game. A missed opportunity to push their offense in a great play on the other side.
And they pick him off again. Off to the races, middle of the field. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. Second time they've taken one back on him, Brock. First the fumble return, and now this pick 6.
You know, I point this out to you every defensive meeting room we're in, Kate, when we sit down in these production meetings, and you can see their boards, right? These defenses keep track, and they know if they get a score defensively, their odds of winning through the roof. You get 2, it's almost a certainty.
That one splits the uprights, and they'll continue adding to their lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Return coming from the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. Here's Atlanta ready to take over possession. And like a swarm of hornets, the coverage has been everywhere this offense has tried to throw it. So many possessions lost to interceptions, as we're being reminded of right here.
Yeah, think about it from a pure mathematical perspective. That's as many as 24 to 20, even 32 points left on the table offensively. That's enough to win a brand new football game. Kept off the board by a secondary. You call them Hornets, I call them dancing like a butterfly and stinging like a bee.
I love it. He puts some power on a deep one left. Oh, and he can't follow through. He had the deep shot for a moment, Brock, but he bobbled it and drops it. Trying to find his tight end. So that brings up second down. Out of the gun, Cousins. On the move, headed right. No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover, wisely throwing it away. You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with him in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
And they pick him off again! Riley Moss with the pick. And he's gonna go! It's a pick six! Well, they had to try something there on fourth down, but that throw played right into what the defense was anticipating, Brock, and they make it hurt that much worse by taking the turnover back for 6.
Hey, I'm all for these great group celebrations, and, you know, I'm not Captain No Fun, but one of these times I'd like to see that player run that football over to the D coordinator who predicted that play was coming and really made the right call to create that opportunity.
His return starts at the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Falcons ready for their next possession. And Brock, I know the goal is always points every drive, but I think just as big a goal, got to play clean football here. You cannot give it away for a third consecutive possession.
Yeah, we call that rebuilding some confidence in yourself as a group, right? Just to execute without the mistakes. Pros, you can shake off a turnover with ease, but back-to-back, even the seasoned vets have a little trouble getting past that.
And he's short of the first after a mild gain. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Now the give for Bijan. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3. Now it's Cousins. Complete out to the right. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. That's 16 on the pickup. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down. They'll motion a tight end left. Here's a counter give to Robinson. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Offense up to the line fast. So we're winding down to the end of the 2024 season. That's the end of 3 in Super Bowl 59. The Falcons have the football. Got to erase that deficit, though, to keep their title hopes alive. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Another carry for Robinson. Along this sideline inside the 25. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Right side, got a man, complete. And they will score. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons now within 1 score in the 4th. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right, when you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Broncos running their offense out once again. And this really looks like a whole different ball game after that touchdown, doesn't it? They really need to go on a drive here. Play action with Mix. He's got a man left. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Up the gut they go with Williams. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Throw complete to Williams. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. He'll throw it. They did it. He made the interception. That's Justin Simmons. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. But we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock. But how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with the receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make a pick. They secure the football, sure. But instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
That one right down the middle. And we're all tied up. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Starting from the 5. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Denver ready for another offensive possession. And they didn't have much time to recover from that pick 6. Need short memories here as they head back out. Completed to Reynolds. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 27. Here's a throw on the out route, complete. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Nix. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the defense has come through. They're in the end zone, and that gives them the lead. Coup on now for the extra point. That one splits the uprights, and they'll continue adding to their lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Has this at the 6. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Denver set to take the field on offense. Back to the air. Nix after the pick. Fires over the middle. Caught. And he gets a gain of 9, and that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. To throw. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down. Throwing now. Complete beyond the marker. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Broncos have to hurry here. Clock's still running. Here he is to throw. Got Williams, and it's complete. Head out of bounds after a small gain. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Now to throw. Into the hands of Dulcich. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Denver calls the 2nd of its 3 timeouts. Looking to throw it. Finds Mims. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run. Back to throw. That intercepted. And the Falcons make the play that should win them this game.
4 picks, 1 game. Yeah, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. A give left side. Here's Robinson. And he's brought down after getting this up across the 15. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Staying with Robinson. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Working fast as the clock ticks towards 0. He's back to throw. They did it! He made the interception! That's P.J. Luck. And the Broncos were looking for some kind of miracle at the end. They nearly got it, but this game is over. And the biggest party in America is being held in Atlanta tonight. The Falcons have just won the Super Bowl. So the Falcons earn the win in this one. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. The commissioner of the NFL, Roger Goodell, ready to hand the Lombardi Trophy to the Atlanta Falcons. The best in the NFL, champions of the Super Bowl. So that is a wrap. Another memorable NFL season in the books for our entire team here at EA Sports. For my partner, Brock Hewitt here, our fellow commentators, Brandon and Charles, Mike and Greg, I'm Kate Scott saying thanks for watching. We cannot wait to catch y'all again next season. Until then, good night, everybody, from the Super Bowl.